Hey, what is up, Internet? I am Big Bird, and today I'm going to be doing a review on the Teenage Engineering's CM-15 microphone for streamers. Today, I'm going to be testing this microphone to see how it sounds in its rawest form and how it sounds after I run it through Elgato Wavelink. We are going to first start this test off in its rawest form. Now, let me go over to Elgato Wavelink and start disabling all of my VSTs and everything that sounds good. Now, we are talking into the microphone in its rawest format. And as you can tell, there is going to be a little slight hiss, mainly because this microphone can pick up literally everything. I can adjust the gain to try remedying that and getting rid of it, but there is a chance that that will not happen. So now let's see if I can get rid of some of that gain. I'm not sure if you can hear the saw in the background. You can hear snaps, everything's like that. And you can hear like a lot of air. There's people doing construction work across the street, and they just ran a saw. So I'm curious if you heard that as well. But it's a very sensitive microphone, especially if you're running it in its raw. And I don't recommend you ever run this microphone in its rawest format, mainly because you're going to pick up everything. Again, there's a saw out there. But it's very clear, but you're going to hear everything else in the background. This is a microphone that is designed to be used inside of a studio recording booth where there's going to be no audio whatsoever. And I mean no audio like you can hear your heartbeat only type audio. But now let's do some implosion test to see how this microphone will sound. I want to tell you guys right now that I have the microphone about 2 fists away from my face. In my opinion, that's one of the best distances for this microphone because it's so sensitive and everything else. But let's do a implosion test. So Peter Parker picked a peck of pickled pepper. Peter Parker picked a peck of pickled pepper. Peter Parker picked a peck of pickled pepper. This microphone is also very vibration inducive. You'll hear all the smallest little taps, all the smallest little vibrations on the microphone, on the boom arm. You can hear all of that. And there's no aftermarket shock mount for this type of microphone. It's just how it is. I am running XLR, just to let you guys know as well. But it picks up all of that. And like I said, this microphone is extremely sensitive in its raw. It is not the best. But now let's turn everything back on to see how well this microphone sounds. So I have my de-esser, my noise suppressor, and then I have my EQ, and then I have my voice focus, and then everything else turned on. So let's see if it can pick up snaps and stuff. So still picking up snaps. So something's not right here. Let's turn you on. Let's see now. How about now? Still picking up snaps. So let's see. Something's not going on here. Just got to turn everything on and off a couple times to see what happens. One more time. Okay. This is with all of my VSTs that I would actually use if I'm going to be live streaming or anything else. This is what my voice should sound like. This is what I should be happy with. Again, voice focus is always turning itself off. Let's turn that back on. Okay, as you could tell, everything sounds really crisp, really clear. I can actually lean back a little bit and just chill. If I'm in the game and I'm doing something in the game, then I have no issues. I can, adjust the gain as well of the microphone itself over here in Wavelink, which will allow me to, set it up a little better. I have it pretty low just because, again, this is a very sensitive microphone. Even on the microphone, there's 3 separate gain settings. There's like low, then there's a medium, and then there is like high for vocals. I have mine set on medium because if I have it set on the higher one or the lower one, it will either be overblown out, it'll pick up everything in the background, or it'll sound like this, overblown out, which you don't want. And on the lowest one, it's a little too quiet for its gain, and it doesn't sound natural. But in the middle, it sounds really good. It's able to pick up everything very well. But it takes some tweaking, some fine tuning in order to get your audio levels good, and it also takes some tweaking over on OBS. So if I wanted to bounce over to OBS, my audio would also change as well. So let's bounce over there so we can see how well it will sound as well on an actual streaming platform alongside Elgato Wavelink all turned on, everything turned on. Again, all of these VSTs and all these programs turned on will alter your voice a little bit. Sometimes it'll make it more clear, sometimes it won't. So you got to experiment with the settings. Again, this is just with Wavelink turned on. Now let's jump over to OBS to see how well that sounds, okay? Okay, we are now over here in OBS. There is currently a plane flying over. I don't think you guys can hear that. Maybe not. So yeah, a jet just flew over, but yeah, I'm now over here on OBS, and this is what my vocals sound like. This is with, again, uh, two fists. There's another jet flying over. Can you guys hear that? It's extremely loud, very, very loud jet. Right now it's the Seafair, and so this is a really good test for the microphone, having such interference flying over while I'm talking into it with OBS, right? Right. So with the jets now flying over, now they're now gone, I can now talk to you directly. So when I'm streaming, I like to have my microphone far enough from my face where I'm still able to see the entire screen, no obstruction, nothing. And so this is what it would sound like as if I was gaming. If I wanted to put on the keyboard, let's see, let's do some typing. You know, it might pick it up while I'm talking, but overall, it's okay. It gets the job done. Still very vibration sensitive, very sensitive to vibrations. As you see, I'm barely touching it. Um, but yeah, if I was using all these programs all together, I can get myself very good audio quality with this microphone. It does take a lot of tweaking since this is a condenser microphone, and it doesn't come with its own companion app. That's one reason why I would probably stay away from this microphone, is that there's no dedicated desktop companion app. So you can tweak the microphone the way how it sounds, because out of the box, this thing doesn't sound very good because it's picking up everything. There's no noise suppression in the background if you're just trying to talk into it, or if you're just trying to like play an instrument or whatnot, it'll pick up everything. I do know that this is supposed to be a quotation field microphone, but people are using it for just more than just making music. People are using it for, like I said, streaming, other platforms and stuff like that, voiceovers, podcasting, and things like that. But no one's really talking about this microphone and ways how you can utilize it in order to actually make it sound really good. Now, if you guys actually want a dedicated video on how I set up my OBS, my Wavelink, and everything, and tie it all together for a microphone and make it sound real crisp and clear, just put a comment down below and I'll work on that. But yeah, this is the way how it sounds. Either if you like it or not, it is an expensive item, very niche type of item right here to have. It does sound extremely clear, but it's very hard to get that tweaking done because sometimes it sounds overblown out. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I did a raw test, and then I did a Elgato Wavelink test with the VSTs, and then I also paired everything all together over on OBS as well, just so you guys can get a feel of what the audio sounds like for someone who may be thinking about picking up this microphone for streaming or content creation, podcasting, or anything like that. There's a lot of killer microphones out there, and this one might be for you, but you just never know until you actually get your hands on it. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you guys rate, comment, and subscribe. You guys know it's Big Bird, but yeah, blah, 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 blah. Again, blah, blah, blah. Big Bird out.